There we go, guys. We're actually underneath the water right now. As you guys can see, this is the whirlpool up here. Hello guys, it is LDOHDYT. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So today guys, we're actually going to be loading into some old and unreleased LTMs in season 3. So we're going to be loading into Drifting first, and with that we'll actually be able to explore underneath the water using the drift boards. That's a glitch I'll explain later, but later in this video we'll also be loading into Storm King, which if you guys don't remember is just a giant king of the Storm King, and it spawns right where the new agency is, which I think is called the Authority. So it'll actually be kind of interesting to see the Storm King in the Authority location rather than its original location, which was just an island. But the main thing what we're going to be doing in this video is actually just checking out to see what's underneath the water, because in an email that they sent to I think everybody who has an Epic account, at the end of the email they had a little slide that said watch for what lies beneath as the water level recedes. So they're obviously hinting at something underneath the water, so we actually might be able to see something, some hints or some clues to see like what actually would be underneath the water. Before we get into this video guys, I'd really appreciate if you guys could use my supporter creator code. If you haven't bought the battle pass already, I'd really appreciate if you guys could use my code while buying that, because it does really help me out a lot and it supports more than you think. Huge shout out to the people on screen right now. Without them this video wouldn't be possible. They're the ones that found and finalized the method on getting into old and unreleased LTMs, so huge shout out to them. The links for them will be in the description. Make sure you guys go check out each of their channels. Jalen was the main founder of this glitch, so, and the other ones just kind of helped out. Alright guys, so as you guys can see right now we're loading into Drifting. As you guys can see, this is clearly season 3. Everything's flooded and everything, so this is not clickbait. We're actually loading into drift boards in season 3, so we just have to wait for the supply drops to drop, and once they do we can just get a drift board and then we'll be able to actually explore underneath the water. The supply drops are dropping right now. As you guys can see, there is one right there. As you guys can see, this is not clickbait. These are the drift board supply drops, and as you can see we now have a drift board, so let's grab this slurp just in case we need it. Yeah, here we go guys, we are on a drift board, and as soon as we go in the water we should just go straight to the bottom, and that's exactly what's happening. So firstly we're gonna take a look at the agency to see what's underneath there. As you guys can see, we're on a road right now. I guess it's not the agency, it's the Authority, which is just a weird name. I think it's quite interesting to see. This was what used to be the river right here, and would you look at that, the boats literally still spawn down here. That's actually so dumb. I can't believe Fortnite forgot to take off the spawns for the boats, but as you guys can see we're far underneath the water and the boats still spawn here. So I think if you bump it, it's just gonna go straight up, so let's test that. Yes, it just goes straight up if you bump it. So here's the bridge underwater right here. And would you look at that, another boat spawned here. So I don't think they got rid of any of the boat spawns, which is quite strange actually. I don't know why they didn't get rid of it. In fact, you might actually be able to update it by shooting it. So maybe if you're on that location, you'll actually be able to shoot into the water and potentially get that thing to float up. So as you guys can see, this new terrain that they added on top of here is actually just really broken and you can go straight through it. So they didn't really do a great job of adding this terrain, but to be fair, I don't think they really thought people would be going down here with drift boards. So
hello, how are you? I am under the water, please help me.
Yo, okay, so we're fully under the map now, like below the water. That's actually crazy. There might actually be a glitch in the future to do this, but look at this bro, we're like straight under the water right now. Like this is actually super sick. Yo, look at this bro, it looks completely different. We're so far underneath the water. Here's that giant whirlpool right here. It's like a whole hidden map down here. It looks like Epic's actually really dumb. So they have the water here, but like once you get past a certain deepness, it's actually there's no water at all, and it's just this empty terrain, which actually looks like a completely different map. But this is actually sick looking. Like look at that, it almost looks like we're in like a storm right now, like some sort of tornado is about to happen. Like this is actually so sick down here. If you somehow manage to swim deep enough, you'll actually be able to get under the map. You'd actually be able to get under here. So if there's a way we could like go really deep into the water, we could actually go down here if we just bypass the water, which would actually be insane. But we just died. But that's alright, we can just load into another one.